Category number 6. Oh, this is sinister. We almost need James Earl Jones to speak this out because you need a nice, deep, sinister, malicious type voice.
Really?
The most evil drink. I'm afraid I'm no James Earl Jones. Read the nominees for the most evil drink.
We may not really call it evil drinks, but, what is not good for your diabetes?
I call it evil. Go.
Okay. Coca-Cola.
Right.
Fruit juice.
Yep.
And energy drinks.
Energy drinks, fruit juice, Coca-Cola. None of them are any good. None of them are your friends. But one of them is probably worse than all the others. The envelope, please.
Okay.
And for the most evil, sinister, malicious drink of all, we have the energy drink. Energy drinks make you feel like you're doing something great for your body. You're giving yourself extra energy, and who doesn't need a little or a lot of that? Yet energy drinks provide their energy through mega doses of caffeine and sugar. And a few hours after drinking them, your blood sugar will likely plummet, and you will feel more lifeless, lethargic, and fatigued than ever. Some of these energy drinks, like I think there's one called Red Bull, and I forget the names of them because I don't buy them, never have really bought them. Mm-hmm. But they are like a can of soda. You often come in 12 ounces. But soda will have like 35 grams of carbs and sugars, mostly sugar. Mm-hmm. These energy drinks, so-called, will have 50 to 60. I think there's one called Monster that has 61 grams in a 12-ounce can, if I'm not mistaken. 50 to 60 grams of sugar in a drink. That's almost 2 candy bars. It's just terrible. So, avoid energy drinks. All right. Number 7. The most high glycemic natural food. Natural. We're not talking about candy, and we're not talking about stuff that's got 1,000 different ingredients. We're talking about something very natural, but boy, does it turn into sugar lightning
so fast.
Read the nominees for the most high glycemic, sugar spiking, glucose spiking natural food.
These are potatoes, rice, and quinoa.
Quinoa. Yep, potatoes, rice, and quinoa, all natural, all highly touted, although the nutritionists will tell you eat brown rice rather than white. But potatoes, rice, and quinoa, the envelope, please. Number 7, most natural, high-spiking, high-glycemic food is, say it,
Potatoes.
Potatoes. Boy, those things are just about like pure sugar. I got a divorce from potatoes a long time ago.
You did?
I said, no more. It's been fun. And no, we can't even be friends anymore because you're my enemy. Potatoes have very little good about them except for 2 things. They taste good and they fill you up. The problem is that potatoes turn into sugar with blazing speed once they hit your stomach. Metabolically speaking, there's very little difference between eating 2 candy bars or eating a large baked potato. Baked potatoes, mashed potatoes, French fries, hash browns, fried potatoes, they're all monsters when it comes to blood sugar control. So, potatoes in all their forms, baked potatoes, fried potatoes, French fries, and all the rest, I think the baked potato is the absolute worst. Boy, is that a nightmare for blood sugar. How do I know? I have a friend named Mike who told me so.
Okay.
And I've also read about Mr. Potato.
So, sad that you had to unfriend your friend, Potatoes. No, that button said, I unfriend you.
Yep. I unfriended Mr. Potato.
You made use of your button, huh?
Category number 8. The most ubiquitous carb worldwide. The one you find all over the place. Read the nominees.
The nominees are rice, bread, and beans.
Rice, bread, and beans. They're all over the place.
Beans, sweetie.
Beans are a carb. They're not really friendly, but they're better than some. But anyway, I don't want to give away anything.
I thought the beans is like protein stuff.
They have more protein than rice, more protein than bread, for sure. But they're not exactly your friend. Anyway, rice, bread, and beans, they're all over the world. Which one would be the most predominant and do the most damage? And I have to say, this is a close call.
Right.
The envelope, please, for numero ocho.
You speak that one too?
I got a little bit of it from 4th, 5th, and 6th grade Spanish classes.
You're doing great.
Yeah. So, the most ubiquitous carb, in my humble estimation, is rice.
Rice.
Now, I said it was a close call because bread's everywhere too. And so you can't hardly find anywhere that they don't eat bread. But there are some nations, particularly the Asian nations, where they really focus more on rice than they do bread.
Right.
According to the AGC catering website, rice is the staple food of more than half the world's population, and it's been that way for centuries. It's cheap, it's filling, and it can easily be grown in a variety of climates. Rice is so important to so many people that it's no surprise that it is the world's most eaten food. Many feel that since rice is so common, it cannot be bad for us. But for the diabetic, rice has little fiber and spikes blood sugar significantly. Even brown rice does this, but white rice is the worst. Rice is nearly 80% starch and has very little nutrition to it, especially white rice. About all it can do is fill your stomach while it jacks up your blood sugar. So if you do it worldwide, I'm kind of guessing, and it's just a guess, that rice is probably the carb, high glycemic food more predominant than any other, with bread running a close second. Could be wrong. Number 9.
Number 9.
This is really quite a category. The most diabolical treat. The most diabolical, just evil, sinister, out to get you. The most diabolical treat. Read the nominees for the most diabolical treat.
Okay, we are so going into, Christmas period. People are going to be needing so many of this. What are we doing?
This thing may show after Christmas. We don't know. So
Okay.
It hasn't been decided by the producer just yet.
Okay. So we have the nominees. They are fruits pies, cupcakes, and chocolate cake.
Okay, fruit pies, cupcakes, and chocolate cake. Which one is more diabolical and maybe deceitful than the others? The envelope, please. And the winner for the most diabolical treat of all is
Fruit pies.
fruit pies. Fruit pies are candy disguised as something good for us. They're loaded with sugar, they're made with white flour, and they have almost no redeeming qualities. Most fruit pies have between 50 to 60 grams of sugar and carbs in them. And once they hit your stomach, they go to work immediately, raising your glucose levels and turning you diabetic one fruit pie at a time. Why would they be so diabolical?
Guess wrong.
You got a fruit pie and it's got cherries in it or it's got apples in it. You're thinking,
Okay.
man, I'm going to get some vitamins out of this.
Yeah.
But what we fail to see is it's loaded with sugar.
Okay.
Not just some sugar. It's not like they took a little half teaspoon of sugar. It's got more sugar than a candy bar, almost twice as much. It's right up there with the energy drinks, the Monster super sugary energy drinks. Usually the fruit pies will have between 55 and 60 some grams of sugar in one fruit pie. I'll never forget. One time when I was pastoring years ago in Wiley, Texas, I had a snack there in my office.
Okay.
And, I know pastors are supposed to be all spiritual in their office doing all kinds of business.
You don't have to eat.
I took a snack.
You did.
I had a fruit pie.
Fruit pie.
And on top of that, I had about half of a big chocolate bar.
You did.
And boy, I got woozy. I could hardly hold myself in my chair. from that fruit pie and that chocolate. All that sugar just hit my system like a lightning bolt, and it about knocked me out. And it took me a while to recover. So fruit pies are not your friend. Don't be tricked and deceived by the fact that they've got that good old fruit in them. Number one, they're processed. Number two, they've got white flour. Number three, they've got just sugar after sugar after sugar jammed in. Diabolical are the fruit pies.
Okay.
And last of all, category number 10, the worst all-round food you can put in your mouth. And again, the word food is in quotes because it's not a food, but people eat it. So I guess in one sense that makes it a food. But the worst all-around thing you can put in your mouth, all-around food. Read the nominees.
The nominees are donuts, white bread, and grits.
Grits. And you probably don't have a clue what grits are, do you?
I have no clue what that is. What is it?
It's a southern U.S. thing made from corn flour, and it's really got very little taste to it. But you put some butter, you put some sugar on there, put some salt on there. It's not bad. It's somewhat good, I guess. It's filling for sure. And it's just pure carbs. It is not going to be your friend. But the worst of all, donuts, white bread, grits. The envelope, please. And the winner for the worst all-round food you can put in your mouth is
donuts.
Donuts. Bad news for all you policemen out there that love to stop at the donut
God,
shop.
You are not going there.
And drink your coffee and eat your donuts.
No, don't spoil their treat for them, sweetie.
No, they got to stop. We want healthy policemen. We need you policemen. We want you healthy. With a market value of $12 billion, the donut market is thriving in the U.S. and all over the world. Actually, the Canadians lead the world in donut per capita consumption. Today, the glazed donut is the king of all donuts, but there are many other types of donuts loved by donut connoisseurs, including the diabolical jelly donut. Each donut is like a little diabetes pill, but it doesn't cure you of diabetes, it causes diabetes, creating insulin resistance and wreaking metabolic havoc with every sweet bite. So, donuts are terrible. Again, you could have probably put a dozen different foods that will be almost equally bad, but everybody eats donuts practically, unless you're some strange people like us, and they just don't even think about it. And I was one of them. Years ago, before I knew anything about blood sugar, I'd stop by the donut shop, get me some coffee, donut, sip of coffee, donut, sip of coffee. It's all good, but it's not so good.
Not so good.
You got the white flour that the donuts are made out of. You got all the sugar. Sometimes they've got icing on top, and that's more sugar still. They are a nightmare for your blood sugar.
Okay, now.
Well, if they only watched this video, they'd probably come away kind of depressed. It's like, Dennis, Benedicta, you're telling us all these things we got to give up. Do you have no good news? Is there no balm in Gilead?
Okay. There is a balm in Gilead.
There is a balm in Gilead.
Yep.
And that's a Bible phrase in case you don't know.
I know, right?
But we don't have time to turn this into the 10 worst and the 10 best. So we'll do the 10 best another time. But be sure and know that there are a lot of great food you can enjoy. I am not some scrawny, skinny little fella that's barely hanging on to life just eating sawdust and drinking water. I enjoy my meals. I have to watch it all the time or I'll get too big. So even though I eat low carb, but there are some things you just got to say sayonara, adios, goodbye, I'm done with you. Sign those divorce papers from Mr. Potato and Mr. Donut and all the others, and start eating healthy. If you've recently been diagnosed with diabetes and you've just discovered this channel, let me recommend that you go to our Uploads page, which will give you access to every diabetic video we've posted since we began. As you work your way through all our videos, I believe you'll find the help you need. A link to our Uploads page is in the description.